A long, long time ago, in a far, far away place called Blackistan, there were wars, and these conflicts were called the Blackistan Wars. And throughout these wars, there arose a man of royal lineage, and his name was BenjaminDeSouza. He brought forth a sword that will shine light in darkness, free the captive minds, and bring truth and justice. His eyes glimmered like ember. His skin was like fine burnished steel, and as he walked, behind him he left a glistening wake. This is the story of BenjaminDeSouza, the Prince and the Warlord. Yo, what's happening? It's BenjaminDeSouza here, the Prince and the Warlord, back with another classic. And today I would like to speak about side bitches. Yes, I said side bitches, but not in the way that you may think. What I mean by side bitches, I'm really talking about side niggas. But they're one and the same. They both operate the same, so, you know, they both operate like dogs that are in heat. With that said, let me just preface that by saying I say some things in these YouTube streets, shocking things to make people subconsciously pick a side. And what resonates within their subconscious and in their conscience will manifest itself when I say something shocking. And they have to either resonate with side A or side B. I'll give you an example. If I say that someone who is breaking and entering into my house, and I catch them in the act in my house, that I have any means to deal with that intruder. Any means to deal with that intruder is at my discretion. If you then say, no, what you should do is just leave the house and call the police, then you identify with the intruder. But if you say, hell yeah, man, you know, old Castle Justice, catch a motherfucker prowling around and rummaging through my shit in my house, then you resonate with the homeowner. Likewise, when I brought up the scenario of the husband / homeowner dealing with an adulterer in his house, if you resonate with the adulterer, you're gonna say, nah, man, it'll be cool if you just get some videotape and just leave. Then I know that you're a side bitch. But if you resonate with the husband / homeowner, you're gonna say, hell yeah, handle your business. You get what I'm saying? You see where I'm at with this? Huh? You see where I'm at with this? Huh? Yeah. And that brings me to none other than RUDEMP RU, side bitch extraordinaire. Brother, within that scenario that I laid out, your concern isn't that man's family. Your concern isn't maintaining the integrity of a brotherhood. Your concern is getting penis. I mean, your concern is putting your penis somewhere. That see, that's robbery, sir. That's robbery. If I'm a husband and I have a wife and I'm doing all the husband shit, I'm paying the cost. I'm carrying the motherfucking water. I got the goddamn wagon hitched to my back and I'm pulling that motherfucker. I got the plow latched to my back and I'm busting up that ship roll. And you're coming in, putting in no work, no effort, no nothing, and you're reaping the benefits that should be exclusively for me. That's thievery, sir. You're stealing from me. Now, if you're going to defend said adulterer in this case, then you resonate with the adulterer, aka the side bitch. And you see, I have no problem with Rude besides the fact that he gets on and he tries to troll me from time to time. And the fact that he disseminates a lot of bullshit information that a lot of fellas, especially young fellas, don't listen to that shit, man. Because what I've come to find out, and this is just from my observable reality, is that a lot of these side bitches, they are guys who really squandered their family formation abilities, if you will. They've already had 2, 3, 4 kids by 2, 3, 4 different women who are dysfunctional. They're already in a baby mama sort of situation. And they're too far in. Like they can't turn back, you know. If you're a man with 4 kids and you have a marginal career, you can't then turn around and take on a wife and then carry the freight for that family while still maintaining your other children and your other baby mamas. You just can't do it. But what you can do is go around and fuck up other people's families. And try to get something for nothing. That's what you can do. And when you operate with a lack of a moral code in a manner in which RUDEM, and I'm reluctant to say Trey as well. Yes, I'm talking to you, Trey. When you operate in such a manner, that breaks the line. And that gives these bitches every fucking reason to continue doing what they're doing. When these sisters here on YouTube blame us for the breakdown of the family and for the breakdown of the community, that's exactly what they're talking about. When we give cover fire and we allow them and we indulge them to just gallivant about and conduct themselves like dogs in heat, irrespective of they have a husband and children, irrespective of they made a covenant before God, irrespective of they already have a family that they need to be diverting all their time, effort, and energy towards. When we give them cover to just say, hey, let me just go cross yonder. I'll bring some nigga from across yonder so we can slide. You, sir, are just as guilty. I blame you. I blame you. I blame you more than I will blame the females. Once again, let's go over this. Like I said before, I say a few shocking things to make you pick a side. So let's go back to the adulterous scenario. If I give out the alleged scenario that a husband comes home to his house and finds his wife in bed with another man, And I say that the husband should divvy out some old-timey justice. If you want to come to the defense of the side bitch, then you resonate with the side bitch. You yourself are a side bitch, and you don't want the thought to disseminate that, hey, this is how side bitches should be dealt with. Then that's who you are. But if you resonate with the husband, you're gonna say, hell yeah, deal with that nigga. You feel me? Now, a lot of brothers will, as of late, I know Ramil Amir made a stream talking about the black community needs Sharia law and whatnot. And seeing that Rude was talking about slapping up bitches and saying that that's how black men should operate with these black women because that's what they understand. I'm pretty sure I could deduce from that he would be in favor of Sharia law. But when you look at the old religious texts, which were foundational to the Sharia law and all that other stuff, i.e. the Bible, the Old Testament and whatnot, adulterers got dealt with. And what I mean by adulterers, not just the woman, the man did too. If you were an adulterist, you got dealt with. If you were an adulterer, you got dealt with. Meaning, if you were the side bitch that slept with another man's wife, both of y'all got dealt with. But yeah, he said, what else did he say? He said something to the effect of the reason why these chicks that go out and fuck with a know-nothing ass nigga is because brothers who got their shit together operate in a fashion to where they don't need a female. So what you gotta do is you gotta make these females think that you need them. Nigga, that shit is a race to the bottom. If you're coming into the relationship placating, shout out to BMT and the debate that we had, if you come into the relationship placating to this female, making her feel as if you need her, or making her think as if you need her, you're already at a submissive position. You're the bitch. She's topping you from the bottom, bruh. And if every man is operating like that, it just becomes a race to the bottom. It just becomes, okay, well, if I can only get sexual access because, you know, I gotta make this woman feel as if I need her, then every man is gonna just dumb themselves down. And the few men who carry themselves like men, who let the bitch know, listen, I don't need you, you need me. Well, what's gonna happen with those men is that the women whom they come in contact with are going to have an easy chance to just do a 180 and make a beeline for a dusty ass nigga whom they perceive needs them, which is fucking up the game even worse. That right there is simping. That is simping. Because you're giving these bitches a safe haven. You're giving them a soft place to land. When they should be womaning up. They should woman up. And deal with a competent, productive man who doesn't need them, but who can handle their shit. But nah, but what all these, i.e., derelict dusties about, making these bitches feel good, placating to their ego, fucking up the game for everybody, bruh. Especially when you're a side bitch. When you're a side bitch, not only are you fucking up that man and that woman's relationship, but you're potentially fucking up the rearing or the upbringing of any children that may be involved. And see, this is what I've learned with me being in close proximity to white people and non-black people. Nigga, marriage is a big thing. And upholding that marriage is even bigger. Now, yeah, where I'm at, there's this underworld type of deal going on where there's swinger parties and shit and wife swapping and shit. That's one thing. Those are two grown adults. If they agree to that type of dynamic, fine. They agree to it. But you can't be a side bitch. You can't go around just fucking other dudes' wives and shit around here. Niggas won't trust you, bruh. Let Chad out here in the burbs start gallivanting about fucking other niggas' wives and shit. That nigga will be cut off from any networks, any business, anything. Anything. If he had a business of his own, he would get green lit. The word would go out. Nigga, nobody shop at Chad's fucking, I don't know, whatever the fuck he owns. Nobody shop there. This nigga broke rank. He's trying to bring instability to the family structure out here. Let's teach him a lesson. So any nigga that's a side bitch or resonate with side bitch culture, bruh, I can't fuck with you. I can't trust you. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Not only am I my brother's keeper, but I'm his wife's keeper. I'm his children's keeper. An assault on his family structure is an assault on all of us. And like I said before, it's always these niggas who got 3, 4, 5 kids by 3, 4, 5 different baby mamas. They're too far to turn to even start something of a traditional family structure. So they're like, fuck it. Since my family structure is shot all to hell, I might as well go around fucking up other niggas' families and shit. You know what I'm saying? And once again, young fellas, listen to me. Don't be a side bitch. Do not be a side bitch. Do not indulge yourself in this degenerate culture. And no, you don't. You don't have to make a chick feel like that you need her. If anything, you need to make her feel like she needs you. And don't sweat it. Don't sweat it if she runs off to a needy ass, dusty ass degenerate. Let them go off and be happy, bruh. But you don't break your shit. You don't break your ranks. And a few more things before I get up out of here. It just came to me as far as the side bitch is concerned. And I gave an analogy of thievery. But in this instance, I do have to shout out, reluctantly, I do have to shout out the Angry Man for the lion and hyena analogy. I don't, I myself, my favorite animal is a jaguar, so I don't resonate with the lions, but I'm a big cat nonetheless. So, with that said, enjoying the meat of another man's hunt without his knowledge is that of a scavenger. You're worse than a hyena, sir. You're a jackal or a buzzard. You don't have the wherewithal yourself to get out there and hunt the big game. So you fly about and or you lurk about, try to see if you can scavenge some nibbles of meat from a greater entity's hunt. That's not manly at all. And furthermore, when I brought up the analogy of, am I my brother's keeper? And me blaming, putting the majority of the weight of the blame on men. And men like you, men like RUDEMP, men like you, Rude, is because you give cover fire for these bitches to engage in their fuckery. It's the same, if you listen to his language, and you listen to these bitches' language as far as them giving justification as why they choose the men that they choose, why they engage in the behaviors that they engage, and you listen to Rude and why he does what he does and yada yada yada. It's two sides of the same coin. These females are using the behavior of the few derelicts to justify their dereliction. Let me say that again. These females are using the behavior of a few dusty derelict Negroes to justify their fuckery. You turn that coin over, RUDEMP does the exact same thing, just on the male version of it. He says, well, shit, I mean, nigga, you gotta do this. You gotta conduct yourself in this manner. You have to comport yourself with these bitches in this particular manner because they're on this fuck shit. So let's just all engage in fuckery and just try to out-finesse everybody. You, sir, are the problem. Now, Chronicles of Judah 144. Several years ago when I started listening to him, and I was really going through my red pill rage, and he would say, you know what, I blame you brothers. I blame you brothers for this. I was kind of taken aback, and I was like, hell no, nigga, these bitches is out of pocket. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now it's these bitches' fault. Then I just sat back, meditated on it, and just started observing shit. And I had to come to the same conclusion. Because like I said in that stream on GC stream last night, if you take away the options of these females to engage in fuckery, there's no fuckery for them to engage in. Like I said, if she comes across a brother who will not make her feel as if he needs her, and said brother will not engage in a quasi domestic violence Ike Turner scenario to show her that he cares or that he loves her. So she says, you know what, I can't get what I need from this brother emotionally because he doesn't make me feel as if he needs me, and he won't slap me up. Let me go to the next brother. The next brother's on the exact same shit. So she goes to the next brother. The next brother's on the exact same shit. She goes to the next brother. The next brother's on the exact same shit. There's nowhere for her to run at that point. All she can do is just, by default, she would have to choose the best qualified man out of that bunch that's not gonna go for her shit. But if you got 2 out of 10 brothers operating in a manner which they will not worship the mother goddess, So they will not make her feel as if they need her, and they will not engage in her tumultuous up and down emotional roller coaster of this domestic violence shit. If you got 2 out of 10 acting like that, then the other 8 niggas is giving the bitch cover. She can easily run to the next nigga and be like, well, shit, that last nigga was lame. He didn't make me feel as if he needed me. That last nigga was lame. He was so scary, he didn't want to even slap me up and risk going to jail. You see what I'm saying? So yes, I do blame you and dudes like you. Because, like I said, this is the Brotherhood versus side bitches. And am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Get up on that.